Hello and welcome to Dappz Live, the show where we talk about sports, laugh about sports. And if you're a Red Sox fan, cry about sports. Get in the comments now, drop your questions, and we will answer them. Follow the page here, guys. Dappz Sports Live every single day, 12 p.m. Monday to Friday. No Ethan today, but we've got another big man. Was Life is in the building. What's up, Was? How you feeling?
Feeling good. How are you?
Did anything happen to you fantasy-wise last night? Are there any implications from the Thursday night game?
Absolutely. Chris McCaffrey, the god known as CMC.
All right, well, let's get into it. The Rams lose Thursday night. Fourth down call, Sean McVay, him on the play call if you didn't see it.
Coach, the fourth down call.
It's a bad call. It's a bad call by me. A lot of football left, but I'm pretty sick right now. I'm sick of the spot that I put our group in to end the game. But, hey, these are the tough beats that you got to be able to learn from and move forward, and that's what we're going to do.
What I want you to do is get in the comments. Should they have kicked a field goal in that situation, or should they have gone for it? You know, Sean McVay says that he's sick. I don't think he should be sick. Matt Stafford in the second quarter tosses the ball to his backup running back, Blake Corum, and his eyes are looking down the field, and he drops the ball. Turnover in a position where the Rams were going to cut the lead in half. Then, in the fourth quarter, they give the ball to their starting running back, Kyron Williams, and what does he do? He gets punched out from the 3-yard line in the worst situation ever. Listen, this is what great leaders do, is they take the blame. The 4th and 1, obviously it's a bad call, but the fact of the matter is the Rams never should have been in that position anyway. Was, whose fault is this for the Rams losing last night?
Josh McCarty's fault.
Oh, it's the kicker's fault.
It's always the kicker's fault.
It's always the kicker's fault.
You're not reliable, and there's obviously, I think Sean McVay has some PTSD from Pete Carroll.
Sure.
How do you throw the ball at 4th and 1? They know what you're doing. You're not going deep. But if the kicker was reliable, they would have kicked the ball.
Well, this is bizarre too, though, because this isn't even like a 50-yard field goal where you can't rely on your kicker. This is from the 10-yard line.
But it comes down to him missing that extra point.
Sure.
That's massive, right? And obviously, if I'm Josh McCarty, I'm thinking to myself, I don't even know what I'm thinking. I'm probably crying. Because if your only job is to kick field goals, and they don't want to give it to you when it matters, so you can feel.
Well, you make a great point, Was, because the Rams have missed or had 3 of 4 field goals blocked this season.
Right.
How insane is that? Blocked or missed. So that's absolutely wild. I agree.
Note to fantasy guys, pick up whatever defense is playing the Rams.
Yeah,
next
right.
week.
You're gonna get a couple extra points. And listen, Kendrick Bourne to Mac Jones looking like Joe Montana to Jerry Rice. Absolutely ridiculous. Kendrick Bourne, I told everybody to pick him up in fantasy yesterday after Pearsall and Jennings went down. This dude puts up 20 points in half PPR leagues. Mac Jones looks like I said, Joe Montana, Tom Brady to Moss. He almost died multiple times throughout the game. Obviously, if we want to talk about Puka Nacua, Puka doing Puka things. This guy is just unbelievable. He's being targeted 15 times a game. He's catching 10 balls a game. He's getting into the end zone every single week. Absolutely ridiculous. Listen, we got a great Thursday night football game, Was, which everybody in the NFL, fans at least, are very critical of Thursday night football. They say the games are just absolutely whack. What do you think about that?
I thought it was a great game, but I want to touch on Mac Jones. Is this another Matt Flynn situation where he plays so well while Brock Purdy's out that he eventually becomes the starter, Brock Purdy becomes Mr. Irrelevant again?
Well, the problem with that theory, Was, is that they just paid Brock Purdy. They just paid Brock Purdy $265 million. So that would be a Kirk Cousins situation, right?
Well, they did the same thing. They gave Matt Flynn, at the time, which was a lot, it was like he had a 500-yard game against the Lions, got paid for a 4-year deal in the offseason, and then they give Russell Wilson the starting job, 4 months later.
Yeah, so, absolutely bizarre.
Kirk Cousins, too, sure. At the same time, it's like, how does a guy play like that and you take him out?
Well, listen, you got to go with the hot hand, obviously. I don't think that if Brock Purdy was in and the Niners were losing, then yes, I think that would happen. But I don't think that's the scenario at the moment. I also think that Mac Jones, is he hurt? We don't know.
He's half dead.
He's half dead, right? Back to Puka, though. First player in NFL history to have 50 receptions in his first 5 games. What is your position on Puka? Is he wide receiver number 1 right now in your mind, Was?
I mean, who else would be number 1 of that?
Right.
Right.
Yeah. But it's wild, though, because to start the season, when you're drafting, I mean, you have Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Malik Neighbors, Amon-Ra St. Brown. All of these guys get drafted before Puka.
Of course.
Right? And
I would still draft him above Puka, except for Malik Neighbors.
Sure.
So,
well, listen, if you were watching yesterday, the cookbook, where we tell you what to bet on and make you guys money, we put our first spider leg parlay. And if you don't know what a spider leg is, it's 8 legs. It's an 8-leg parlay. And we cooked this thing up, baby. We cooked this up.
Wow.
And if you tailed us, this was a plus 685, and it smoked. I think this thing covered in the late third quarter or early fourth. Stafford, alt 200 over yards. Mac Jones, over 150 yards. That covered in the first half. Christian McCaffrey, over 30 receiving yards. That covered on the first drive. Matt Stafford, 2 passing touchdowns. Christian McCaffrey, anytime touchdown. Devontae Adams, over 3 receptions. That's the one that we actually had to sweat out. That was what hit later in the game. Kendrick Bourne, over 30 yards, hit on the first drive. Kendrick Bourne had 10 receptions. This thing, I could have bulked this up and added receptions and yards to almost every one of these bets, and it still would have cooked up at plus.
You should have put your mortgage on this.
Listen,
I'm afraid of spiders no longer.
No, you don't need to be
That's
afraid.
the easiest feeling I've ever seen.
You no longer need to be afraid of spiders on this show. And also, listen, we cooked up a 10-legger in the Cowboys-Packers game. A lot of people, listen, Ross, when I first said this to you this morning, that we cooked up an 8-leg, you were like, whoa, 8 legs? But when you look at those when you shave it down,
Those are some baby
yeah,
spiders.
you're kind of like, this isn't that ridiculous, right?
The only one that would throw me off maybe would be like Kendrick Bourne 30+ yards, because you never know. Like they could be prioritizing him.
So,
the defense.
but I did provide stats yesterday on this. When Mac Jones started, the 2 games that he started, Kendrick Bourne had 3 catches and 4 catches. And that was with Ricky Pearsall and Juwan Jennings playing. Right. Both of those players were removed from the game. We knew Mac had a little chemistry with Bourne going into the game. And to have the number 1 and number 2 receiver out, I thought it was a relatively...
how many targets did he get? Do we know?
Like 6 targets in the last 2 games. But yesterday, he got targeted almost 15 times.
That's what I'm going to say. So,
yeah.
he did pretty good.
And they also played in New England together, so a little more chemistry there, Mac Jones and Kendrick Bourne. But let's go over the division recap of the NFC West, which on the air last night, they were saying on on Prime, Kirk Herbstreit and Al Michaels, this is the best division in football right now, which at first glance you go, the NFC West with the Cardinals and the Seahawks? This isn't the best division in football. But guess what? Last night, 2 3-1 teams faced off against one another. Dill, if you could tell me, I believe the Seahawks are 3-1. The Cardinals, I think they split 2-2, right? So this is a division that has a lot of good quarterbacks, a lot of good players. It doesn't seem to matter who the quarterback is in San Francisco. The alternative, or you know what? Let me ask you before we say, who wins this division, Lost?
I mean, I'm still trying to get over the fact that you called them the best division in football. But given if that were the case, I think the Niners easily win this division.
You think that it's easy? Niners are going to win this easy?
Easily.
Okay, well,
I think the Rams have to play outstanding because they have the best. I think the Rams are the best quarterback in the division. But
listen, the only thing I will say is I don't think the Niners won this game as much as the Rams gave it up. Right, 2 fumbles in the Niners territory. Right, like we're talking about at minimum, even if they don't score touchdowns. 2 field goals you're kicking.
Dude,
that's 6 points.
The guy threw a haymaker into that guy to get that fumble. They earned those fumbles.
And by the way, one of them they did not earn. He literally dropped it on a toss. It was an absolute joke. The second one was earned with the punch out. Sure.
You blocked
but it's
the
also
field
like
goal.
that's a bonehead move by Kyron Williams. You are 2 yards from the end zone. You don't need to reach out with the ball. If he had just held it, you're not getting punched out and you're falling into the end zone. It's a touchdown. And to your point, by the way, the kicker missed an extra point. They lose by 3 points. That's 7 points total. The 49ers, despite being the walking dead of the NFL, are still somehow 4-1. Zombies are dangerous, Was. Oh, Rodolfo Martinez says Cardinals need Fitzgerald back. Yeah, Larry Fitz is not coming back. I wish he was for all of us.
How about
OG says
bring Kurt Warner back at the same time?
Yeah. We're going to move right into the Yankees Red Sox. Listen, I'm a Mets fan. It's very difficult to live this way. And since I've moved from New York to LA, I tend to just root for New York. But Yankees fans are so deplorable. They make it impossible for me to root for the Yankees. And listen, I like Bellinger. I like Stanton. I like Judge. I like these young guys. I just hate Yankees fans. The Yanks headed the Yankees ended the divisional series last night in New York at Yankee Stadium. Absolutely took out the Red Sox. It wasn't even close. Dave Portnoy with an ice cold take. I got to read this to you. Dave Portnoy. You know what's crazy? There's a whole generation of kids who just expect the Red Sox to always beat the Yankees when it counts, no matter what the situation, and the Red Sox always do. We own this team and franchise. Listen, the one thing he's right about is if you were born in 2003, sure, I guess you've been seeing the Red Sox beat the Yankees. But Dave, have you forgot about the last 100 years? Have you forgot about since the inception of baseball? The Yankees own the Red Sox. It's not even close. You can't even compare these two franchises. I think the Red Sox have 2 or 3 World Series. They hadn't even won one until that 03, which was, one of the most incredible sports stories we've ever seen. But guess what? The Yankees had 27 championships at that point. You're 26 behind, Dave. All right? Now you got to go back to your bed and realize you moved out of Boston to New York. Why did you do that? Because New York is the greatest place on earth. That's why you moved there. Remember that. That's why your business is there. Do not disrespect New York ever again. Okay, now, this is the new format, Wass. All right, the new format where the wild card is playing a 3-game series, all home. What do you think about the new format?
It's interesting, but it's to me it's more true to baseball to have multiple games.
Well, this is the first time in a 3-game set where a team lost the first game and then won the next 2 to advance. Can you believe that?
Yeah, that's baseball. It's a game of averages, right?
Well, sure, but I'm saying that's never happened before. In this new format, the Yankees, this series, the first time it's ever happened.
I think that's just the importance of home field advantage.
It's so important. It's absolutely so important. And listen, this might be a different series if it was at Fenway, right? With those rowdy fans. And now you got Cam Schlitter, this young starting pitcher, 8 shutout innings, 12 strikeouts. This is a big moment for this kid who, by the way, grew up a Red Sox fan.
Not to be Schlitty, but I think that the Yankees batting order would have destroyed it Fenway as well.
I don't know. Everybody, you also, Ryan McMahon, who the Yankees acquired from the Rockies earlier in the year, had the catch of the playoffs so far, dove into the Red Sox dugout to make this catch. By the way, none of the Red Sox tried to help this guy. Let's catch this guy. Look at this. His legs. This is going to be a meme for the next.
He's doing a handstand.
10 years. Absolutely ridiculous. And again, I try to root for the Yankees. I really do. It's just these Yankees fans are such pieces of shit. They're just so deplorable. I hate them so much. I have to root for New York. Now, the Yankees are going to go across the border. They're going to go to Toronto. They're playing the Blue Jays, who won the division. Who wins, Was? Who you got?
Those tariffs are going to be tough, dude.
Toronto Tariffs. That's the new name of the Blue Jays.
I got the Yankees.
Yeah, I mean, how can you not take the Yankees? They're by the way, Vegas has them at a minus 150, a minus 150 favorite, even though they're going on the road. Now we're going to move over to your town, your hometown, Was. The Guardians and the Tigers. The Guardians pull off the most ridiculous comeback, make history for the largest comeback in divisional history to win the division, steal it from the Tigers, and what? It's all for nothing. Dingler did his thing. Homers to win the game. Tigers take 2 of 3. One of the most meaningless 15-game climbs in MLB history. Obviously, you got to be a little bit happy right now, Was.
I wore the Buffs today for a reason. Let's just be real. The Guardians didn't guard shit.
The Guardians did not guard shit.
They didn't guard shit.
I mean, they don't even know what their name is, to be honest.
I don't either.
I think they should go back to the original.
Obviously. That being said, we're the first team to get to 60 wins this year. We had as bad of a finish of the season as they had a good ending to theirs.
Well, listen, the Tigers, it was pretty cruel from September 5th to the 24th. They went 17-19. So you're the first to 60 wins. Very reminiscent of my New York Mets, who started the season as one of the best teams in baseball, winning 50 of their first 70 games. And then the losing streaks they went on to somehow, implode and
There's
miss the
nothing
playoffs.
better than being a Cleveland team as a Detroit fan.
For sure.
Maybe Chicago, but I'll take Cleveland.
Diddy Boy Jr. says, bro, the Pirates honestly sell their stadium and put a basketball stadium in there. I mean, listen, the Pirates, they got Paul Skeens, and they're going to lose him because who the hell wants to play in Pittsburgh? The Tigers are going to move on to face the big dumper, Cal Raleigh. Detroit is going to Seattle. Who do you got, Ross?
Really? Obviously the Tigers.
Obviously the Tigers. Obviously the Tigers. I mean, listen, as a Tigers fan, though, going to Seattle, is this a matchup where you're like, we can take Seattle?
It's a tough one. I mean, like, I think whenever you play, far West Coast teams, especially ones that were better in the regular season than you face a lot on the road.
For sure.
I mean, I think that's the biggest issue we'll have. It's like, look, Cleveland was next door. They could sleep at home. They could do whatever they want to do.
Listen, Madison Bumgarner will haunt me forever, and what he did for the Giants, where he came in, pitched game 1, he's showing up 2 games later, pitching game 3 or 4, and then they're bringing him out of the bullpen as well as a reliever because Bumgarner was so dominant. And the reason I bring that up, Ross, is you have Tariq Skubal, and this guy is very, very similar to Bumgarner. He is your ace. He can win 2 games in any series for you guys, and if you manage his innings properly, I think that's how the Tigers win and move on. OG Giant says the Cubs are taking the I-94 series, and Den says Mariners, it's their time. Do you think it's the Mariners' time, Was?
You're talking to the wrong guy.
You're talking to the wrong guy.
Look, I like that these teams have a lot of history between them, though.
Listen,
So it'll be an exciting ALDS.
I think that Dan thinks that the big dumper is going to take a massive dump on the Tigers. That's what I think.
I mean, I got nothing for it.
He doesn't want to fight with people in the comments today, guys. We're going to move on to the Padres Cubs home field team again. Controversy in Chicago. Xander Bogaerts said this call messed up the whole game. Messed up the whole game, and this is why people are screaming for the ABS, for the automated balls and strike. Are you excited about ABS coming?
Absolutely not.
No, you're not.
Dude, umpire error is part of the game. So I don't want automated calls for anything.
I completely disagree with you. I don't want umpires taking any call, and same thing in basketball and football. The refs, the umpires should not be deciding games. The right call should be made.
It's too late, dude.
No,
Armando Galarraga should have had a perfect game.
We got to fix this. This is absolutely nuts. I do not want these goddamn refs, these goddamn umps deciding who wins games. Yu Darvish got absolutely rocked yesterday. I mean, to no surprise to me, Yu Darvish is 2 up there in age. I don't know why he was pitching. Chicago's defense played incredibly well, and now we're going to have the Cubs versus Milwaukee. We're going to have the Yankees versus Toronto. All of these divisional matchups, even in the DS, and now we got to look at the postseason picture, and we're going to walk through this, Was. You got LA versus Philly first. Who are you giving it to?
Dodgers.
Dodgers all day. Okay.
Have to.
Cubs, Brewers. Who are you giving it to?
It's a tough one, but the Cubs are playing great baseball.
You think the Cubs are going to take it from the first place Brewers? Okay. Tigers versus Seattle. I think we know that. You're going to go with your 6 seeds Tigers over the 2 seeds Mariners. And then we have the Yankees and the Blue Jays.
Let's let the judge decide.
Let's let the judge decide. Okay. Well, OG Giant says Dodgers, Cubs, Tigers, Yanks. Listen, the Dodgers are playing so well right now, but everybody's saying, even Dodgers fans, I speak to them daily, they're very worried about their bullpen. The Phillies obviously have way, way better pitching, way more depth. Get in the comments and let us know who's winning versus Dodgers and Phillies. Is it going to be Ohtani, King Ohtani again, or does Bryce finally get his championship? I mean, Schwarber's playing out of his mind. Obviously, people were talking about he might be in the MVP conversation. Hush says Phillies. We'll see. I think the 2 series that everybody kind of really doesn't know about are The Brewers-Cubs, I want to know what you guys think. Who's going to win, Brewers or Cubs? Who's got the edge? Brewers, first place. I think that they really should be the favorites with the home field advantage. And then, obviously, Seattle versus Detroit. This is a Detroit team that, like Was said, had the lead, kind of squandered it, and now they've got some momentum beating Cleveland, who really could have had this comeback story and squandered it. So I'm going Dodgers-Phillies is my worst nightmare. I hate both of these teams so much. I don't want to give it to either of them. I am rooting for the I don't even know who to root for. I'm rooting. You know what? I changed my mind. I am rooting for an American League team. I will take the Yankees over any of the Dodgers or Phillies or Brewers. I can't stand them. I will take Detroit over the Yankees. Maybe give it to Canada.
You're a Mets fan. You hear yourself?
This is what we're going to do. We're going to go Detroit, Seattle, New York. Those are the three teams that I'm rooting for. I can't root for Canada. Sorry.
You'll root for the Yankees over Canada.
I got to root for New York. You know what I mean? I got to root for New York.
You're rooting for the Bronx.
I'm rooting for the Bronx, yeah. We will see who wins it all, but you got to hear this story. Was Jared Shaw might be executed, and you might say, who the fuck is Jared Shaw? All right?
Is that Brittany Griner?
American star, IBL. He plays basketball in Indonesia. Is it Indonesia that he's playing in? The IBL? Yes. So he's the best player on the IBL's Prawira Bandung. Is that a real team, Dylan? What is going on? What did he do? Why is he going to be executed? He had weed gummies. Weed gummies, Was. I feel like you wake up and like a weed gummy just falls into your mouth every morning with that before you even open your eyes. This guy's about to get executed. He has Crohn's disease. The only medicine that helps him.
Yeah, he hasn't heard.
Brittany Griner, but worse. Do you believe this?
He hasn't heard of Tylenol?
Imagine mixing some Tylenol with your gummies and you just, death penalty. Execute that guy.
Hey, dude, it sounds like that government needs to take some weed gummies and chill out.
So, 420 Flex says 14 all day. Redneck says Philly or LA. I don't want to root for either. I hope Philly beats LA. I can't see them win twice. I just can't see it. Again, this is the Brittany Griner, but worse. They're going to kill him, and also he's not annoying as fuck.
They're not going to kill this guy, really?
They might kill this guy, bro. They literally might kill this guy. You think Russia is bad? Pulling this shit in a Muslim country. I mean, Jesus Christ. Indonesia carries out executions. Guess how? By firing squad, Was. This guy is going to be lined up on a wall. Boom. Gonzo. For eating a weed gummy. A little THC.
How many do you have on him is what I want to know.
Yeah, right. How many weed gummies is like, oh, no, bro.
How are they going to prove? They had to prove it was a weed gummy. I don't think anyone took it.
Okay, you could get on the plane. 3? Oh, you're getting executed, bro.
I'm thinking you had like 300.
He's been in prison for 5 months.
Really?
This guy's been in jail for 5 months. Trump, bring him home. Give them a hotel on a beach somewhere. Bring this guy home.
He's
all right.
Building a new one.
Let's move over to the UFC. This Saturday, the card we've all been waiting for. UFC 230, Ankalaev versus Pereira. I mean, I'm very excited for the rematch, guys. Pereira has been so dominant, but Ankalaev, am I saying that right? Ankalaev? Ankalaev. I can't, listen, guys, you got to give me a little leniency with these Russian, Dagestani, Eastern European players. I mean, it's just too much. We're going to also talk about the fight before this. Merab versus Sandhagen. Merab has been absolutely dominant. This little demon cannot be beat. He's a minus 400 favorite. By the way, I don't think Sandhagen is even good. Bet the house on Merab. This is like free money. I swear to God, this is free money. There's no chance this guy beats him. He has a 13-fight win streak. He's the greatest bantamweight fighter of all time. Listen, this is the guy who really dominated Sugar Sean O'Malley, who was on such an incredible streak. Sandhagen also lost to Khabib's cousin, who Merab beat the shit out of. So if you have any money in your bank account, put all of it on Merab. He's going to win. Back to Pereira versus Ankalaev 2. Little light heavyweight match. Pereira is currently an underdog at plus 220. Listen, again, Pereira can win this fight. He's got to really be locked in. At plus 220, I really like him. But the fight 420 is on Saturday night. Dan says my 2 favorite teams ever since I was 11, Red Sox, Mariners. I got to go with the Phillies and the Mariners. Hey, listen, that can happen. Minus 400 bet on the house. Yeah, no shit. You have to in order to win any money. Well, Trevor, I mean, listen, but I'm saying free money, right? Free money. I mean, maybe if you have $10, it's worth nothing, and you're right. But if you've got 4 figures, 5 figures, dump it on Marab. All right. Sunday is upon us, though. Poop games this week, but a couple of good ones. Eagles Broncos. Eagles are minus 3.5 favorites at home. I kind of feel like they should be larger favorites. Was, is Bo Nix him?
I mean, absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
I mean, he's a top 20 quarterback.
Oh, you gave him top 20. That was very kind of you.
Based off QBR.
Right, QB. Well, Dylan and I looked at his QBR. He was like 34th to start the season, like lower than backup quarterbacks. And
No, the first game was atrocious.
Yeah,
he cleaned it up a little bit.
He's been cleaning it up.
He's been cleaning it up. Is he him? No.
Okay, well, does the 420 says fly, Eagles fly. Does the Broncos pass D matter because Jalen Hurts doesn't throw the ball? I don't know if you know this last week against the Buccaneers. Was it against the Buccaneers? I think it was, Dill. Jalen Hurts did not complete a pass in the second half.
Really?
Do you believe that?
He did really good for me on fantasy.
He ran the ball.
Right.
Right.
I mean, you got the tush push. Why are you going to throw?
You got the tush push. You got Saquon Barkley. A.J. Brown is tweeting soliloquies or whatever fucking poems that he's writing on the sideline, quoting Bible verses. He's in an alternate reality, and then 3 days later, he's like, no, that wasn't about Jalen Hurts or the Eagles. What the fuck was it about then, Was? What was it about?
In regards to Bo Nix, he's got to keep firing, dude. The only way you get out of the hole is to just dig it a little deeper. You know what I mean?
Is this the week that the Eagles lose their first game?
No, there's no way the Eagles don't roll these guys.
No, they're not. Listen, though, the Eagles have been playing some pretty gross football and not winning very impressively. They barely beat the Chiefs. They barely beat the Bucks.
What is barely, though?
Barely is Baker Mayfield is on the 8-yard line to go up in the game and throws an interception.
Baker Mayfield?
The Chiefs is they win by 3 points at the end of the game. Jalen Hurts did not throw for over 100 yards. And then the Rams is they had a blocked field goal returned for a touchdown as time expired.
That sounds scripted to me. I think that's how it's supposed to work.
The NFL script.
If you think that this is their like the week the chickens come home to roost.
Gil says Egbuka or BTJ rest of season. That's Egbuka all day, bro. Sit BTJ on the side. This guy is a bum, certified bum. Dan says the Eagles have another W. Astoria says, Astoria, what are you doing in here? Next Thursday against the New York Giants, man. I don't know what to say about the Giants. I don't know what to say about Jackson Dart. He could be the truth. He could be an absolute huge asshole who I just don't want to
I just love that he's trolling Herbert and Taylor Swift. Yeah. I think it's the greatest thing.
Back to Baker Mayfield, though. The Bucks versus the Seahawks this week, Was. Bucky Irving is out. Rashad White slides in. I don't think that's going to be too much of a deciding factor. Seahawks are 3.5-point favorites at home. How real are the Seahawks? Do you like the Seahawks at minus 3.5, Was?
No.
No. Bucks all day.
Whenever you're up by 3 points at home, 3.5 points at home, that means it's like basically a draw, right? Like you're in three for being at home. I think that the Bucks are actually a legitimate team. I think Baker Mayfield's a gamer.
Well, my position is that the Bucks are significantly better than the Seahawks, and that the line should be closer to 1.5, 1 point.
That's what I was gonna say.
And because it's not, I'm thinking Vegas knows something that I don't know, and I'm thinking the Seahawks are gonna roll. Not because I like the Seahawks, because when I analyze Vegas's odds, I'm like, they know something. There's a guard or there's a defensive tackle who's going to be out, and we just don't know how that affects the game.
I would hammer the Bucks here.
You're going to hammer the Bucks plus 3.5 in Seattle.
For sure.
Seattle is a tough place to play. Guys, let us know in the comments. Do you like the Seahawks minus 3.5 more, or do you like the Bucks 3.5 points favorites? I mean, my heart wants to root for the Bucks with you, bro.
Baker.
It's Baker. He's so legit.
He's a gamer.
He's a gamer. I mean, listen, let's go back to it real quick. I got a question that I want to throw up in the air to you, Loss. Which division is tougher? Okay? Mm-hmm. Which NFL division is tougher? The NFC West or the AFC West?
It's a tough one. I'm probably gonna go with the NFC West.
NFC West. You got Mahomes, you got Bo Nix, and you got Herbert with Pete Carroll coaching Geno Stinky Smith in the AFC West. And you're still going with Stafford, Kyler, backup Mac Jones, and Sam Darnold?
I think the Niners are a legit team. I think they could easily be in the Super Bowl this year.
I don't think the Niners can beat KC. I don't think the Niners can beat the Chargers. I think the Niners could, on a good day, beat Denver, and they'd roll the Raiders. I'm going AFC West is tougher. I'm a big Harbaugh guy. Dylan hates him. I don't care. The one thing that I really want to read to all you guys watching before we end the show today is this. Sam Block on Twitter. I'm going to read this right now. Mac Jones is a really good quarterback. Daniel Jones is a really good quarterback. Sam Darnold is a really good quarterback. Baker Mayfield is a really good quarterback. Maybe, just maybe, coaching matters. Now, this statement is ridiculous. It's inflammatory.
Yeah.
I hate it. Whoever wrote this is an idiot, Sam Block. I do agree that Baker Mayfield is a very good quarterback. Listen, there are systems that are set up better for certain players. And it's not just quarterbacks, it's receivers, it's running backs, it's defenders, there's schematics. Sure, schematics will drop underneath coaching. All right. Now, the Jets and the Giants are horrible at management and coaching. Yes, that's why Daniel Jones was so bad. That's why Sam Darnold was so bad. But listen, Mac Jones started his career under Bill Belichick. All right? So by that statement, Bill Belichick is a bad coach, the most winning Super Bowl coach in all time. This is an idiotic statement, not thought out. It's ridiculously stupid. Kyle Shanahan, by the way, is a great offensive mind. Obviously, I think we can all agree that Kyle Shanahan put teams together. It doesn't really matter who the quarterback is. Jimmy Garoppolo looked good in this system. Then Brock Purdy comes in, looks good in his system. Mac Jones slots in, looks good in his system. But guess what? Kyle Shanahan, when the lights are brightest, can't get the job done. Right? He can't get it done. He can't get it done in the Super Bowl. He couldn't get it done in Atlanta. So this is just he also had the biggest comeback loss ever, right? It happened to Brady. But Sam Darnold going from the Jets to Seattle, and I know there was a couple stops in between. Sure, he looks better in Seattle, but the Jets are brain dead. All right? Sam Darnold, when it comes down to it, is not going to get the job done. All right? That's my rant. All right? And that's our show. Guys, Dappz Live every single day, 12 p.m., Monday to Friday. General Managers, Tuesdays at 4 p.m. The Cookbook is live stream Thursdays at 4 p.m. I'm your host, Dappz. That is Was. I hope you enjoyed the show. We will see you on Monday.